Hello and welcome to a new video. I hope you have been well. Sorry for the lack of uploads. But I'm not going to ramble about my lack of uploads. We're just going to jump straight into the video. So if you want to play Jack, or you are currently playing Jack, and you would like to try to get him to Fujin or the blue ranks, or just get him out of whatever low rank you are with him, I will be providing you some tips along with some ranked matches of my road to Fujin with Jack. So without further ado, I'm just gonna get started. So we're just gonna go over some key moves on what to use for Jack. I'm not gonna go over everything because this isn't a Jack guide. This is more of a tips and just how to play Jack a little bit better. So starting off, you have forward 2, which is his 10 frame high string. Jack's defense really isn't the greatest, so when you're getting pressured, sometimes forward 2 is what you want to throw out. It's minus 12 on hit, but if you space it out, you can make it safe. And also, if you hit them, it leaves them standing at +5, so this gives you a throw mix-up or even a low mix-up or something. At further ranges, you don't really get much, but on counter hit, this is the main property that we're looking for this move. We're using this mainly as a counter hit tool. So if you get a counter hit, it will knock the opponent back with their feet up. So then after that, you can get a 1+4 down forward 1 follow-up. So 1+4 will make him go into the gigaton punch stance. And then down forward 1 will cancel into his launcher really quick, and that'll hit a grounded opponent, flipping them, and then you can go for your pressure. Next up, you have 2-1, which is your second high string that you're going to be using. This has a third follow-up, but that's untrue. The only true part is 2-1. If you know your opponent likes to mash after the 2-1, you can, you can counter hit them and it will launch them, and then you can go for a combo. So don't use this string too much, just use 2-1. You're at -3, so you might even be able to backdash and bait a whiff or something. But only use 2-1-2 if you know the opponent likes to mash after 2-1 a lot. And then the last high move that you're going to be using is 1-1. This is safe on block. Let's turn Kazuya off. So, okay, maybe not. But if you go into Gamma Howl stance, which you just hold down, if you're playing Jack, you should already know this, but this is +4, and if they try mashing here, you can go for Gamma Howl 4, and that will beat their mash. If they really respect you, you can go for more plus frames with Gamma Howl 3. That'll leave you at +4. If they happen to mash on the last second counter hit, this also is forward 3. You can do it in Gamma Howl as well, but on counter hit, it launches. Whoops. And you get a full pickup into a combo. So really good move there. The next move for mids is forward 1. This goes into forward 1-1, which is a mid-high string. This is your 14 frame punisher, so any move that is 14 frames you will be punishing with this. Forward 1-2-1 you will not be using, as this is mainly your combo string that leads you into your tornado. And then, so yeah, you're just gonna poke with this. This is kind of minus at -6. However, you might be able to space it out and bait a whiff or something, but you definitely can't sidestep. And one thing I'm gonna get into about Jack is you cannot sidestep pretty much at all with Jack. as he is a big body and he gets clipped by a lot of stuff compared to most of the cast. And I've tested this out with Dragunov, as I was able to step some stuff that Jack couldn't, and Jack would just get clipped. So if you're playing Jack, pretty much just kind of play him like a 2D character almost, not completely. You do want to be stepping like running moves and stuff, like really steppable moves that you're still able to step, but just don't rely on stepping with Jack because you will die. But for next up with mids is back one. I don't recommend using this move just willy-nilly. This I really recommend using as a whiff punisher, because it has really good range, as you can tell. So back one, it moves Jack forward and has a really good hitbox, but the string itself is really minus. The back one alone is minus 11, and if they block the back one too, it's minus 14. So some characters can launch you, like June and Eddie, so be careful. However, this is another anti-mash move, so if your opponent likes to mash during block strings, this will become a counter hit launcher. So again, just don't use it too much, but if you know for certain your opponent likes to mash, go ahead and use it. Just don't rely on it, because you will get yourself killed. Next up is back two. This is a really important, let me turn off heat real quick. So back two is a really important mid for Jack. It knocks down, I don't know if you're able to get much after an Oki, but same thing on counter hit. So and he can charge it up, but what this move does is makes you plus. You're plus 5, but mid screen you don't get a whole lot, as it pushes him back kind of far. You could maybe go for like a forward 1+2, or if they like to backdash after, this is another thing of like reading situational awareness. If your opponent likes to backdash after this, you can run up and do like a forward 1 or something, or just run up, and then if they try to sidestep, you can do a low. But it's all mind games mid screen. But this move becomes even better when you're at the wall, as they have nowhere to go, and it leaves you plus 5 point blank, leaving you for a strike throw mix-up of your choice. So make sure you use back two more against the wall, but it's still kind of a great poke mid-screen, especially when your opponent's pressuring you and they put themselves at minus frames. This, you can throw this out, and then maybe if they try and mash on their own minus frames, you can get a counter hit and knock them down. So I'll go over two more mids. One is back 1+2. I don't recommend just throwing this out just like back 1-2, as it's minus 19. It may seem like it has pushback, but some characters can actually punish this really well. But Jack can space this out at max range and make it really hard to punish. You can even see it was minus 18, but you got to factor in spacing when it comes to frame data too, not just the amount of negative frames. So this becomes really hard to punish when you max the range out, or get this at max range. So this is mainly used as your whiff punisher. It's also a heat engager, so you're going to be using this as your heat engager and your heat dash combos. So that's the main use for back 1+2. And then the last mid I'm going to go over is down forward 4. This is a new mid for Jack. It's minus 9, so it is the end of his turn. Don't even try and mash after, you will die. On counter hit, this gives a guaranteed back 1+2, which is the move I just went over. So yeah, if they try and mash on something, you can get a guaranteed back 1+2. It wasn't comboing the past few times, but right there you can see it comboed. I think it might be a spacing thing, or it could just be that I'm bad. Yeah, I think it's a spacing thing. So I think you kind of have to be pretty close when you hit them with the down forward 4. But yeah, that's really it for mids. This is kind of good to use when you're plus. It's 15 frame startup. So definitely a good mid to use to mix up with Jack. So for lows, down back 1 will be Jack's main low, as this is his main tool to annoy the ever-living piss out of your opponent. You can even dash up and like do a delayed down back 1, mix it up with your mids, and stuff like that. This, like I said, this is Jack's main low that you're gonna be using, but then he has down back 2 as well, which this is way slower, as down back 1 is 12 frames, 12 frame low, and this is 22, so this is reactable. But on the mix-up, this is good to use, especially if your opponent likes to wake up and try and mash. You'll get a counter hit, and then you can go for like a guaranteed forward forward 3 or gigaton punch down forward 1. But yeah, that's really it for lows that you're gonna be using. He also has this, which is down forward 1+4, or he can do half circle down forward 1. I don't know the difference in it. I think he might get a blue spark off this. I'm not quite sure. But this can be a good low to mix up. I hit a lot of people with this in the lower ranks. So, and then if they try and get up and hold back, you get a running 1+2, which I will get into his dash and running moves right now. So, I don't know if I went over forward forward 1, but this is a really good classic Jack move. It's -6 on block, but it has pretty decent spacing, so you might be able to backdash and try to bait a whiff of some sort and then launch them. And then you have forward forward 1+2, which is really minus on block at -15. Again, this is going to be your whiff punisher. So if you see your opponent try and whiff, you can just do forward forward 1+2, and this does crumple, and you get a full combo. So, and this does have a few follow-ups. So if they block, you can go forward forward 1+2 too. But the second follow-up here has a very big gap. Has a 17 frame gap, so be careful here. But if you do forward forward 1+2 1+2 and they try and mash with a jab, you'll go under it, and then you can you'll clip them with that low, and then you can go for. I seen Anakin. What he'd do is go for down back 1+2, which is that. So that's something you could do. But expect a lot of high level players, or the higher ranks you get, will block this move. So be careful. So for throws, I recommend mixing up his up forward 1+2. He does have a special throw with this, with quarter circle forward 2, or it's down forward 2. I don't know, it might be quarter circle forward 2, but you have to time it kind of as he's holding him in the air, and Jack will launch them up and punch them against the wall. This is really deadly, as it can wall splat. Sometimes. I don't know. I've seen this move wall splat sometimes, and sometimes it doesn't. So I don't... It might be situational or spacing dependent. Like that. And then you can go for a follow-up and go for your wall ender or whatever. So that against the wall is very deadly. And then he has quarter circle forward 1, which is this pile driver. He's -2, but he can get like a low mix-up off of it. Because wake-up attacks are really slow, so you can get a quick 12 frame or something. And then he has quarter circle back 2, which is this backbreaker. So these are all a 1, 2, and a 1+2 break. Yes. And then after quarter circle back 2 throw, you actually get a guaranteed down back 1+2. I think actually if they hold up, they might be able to block it low. But they will not expect this at lower ranks. So as soon as you throw them, start mashing down back 1+2. But that's really it if I could give a general consensus for how to play Jack, I recommend playing him very patient, and just try to have good spacing with him, with his pokes, his forward one, you know. Down back one can be a good retaliation move if you see them try to gain space on you. You can check them with down back one. And then another low I forgot to go over was after down back one, if you hit them and they like to mash after, you can go for full crouch down back 1-1, and it has an extension of down back 1-1-1. So if they mash on the last hit, it will knock them back. And I think you can go for a Gigaton Punch down forward 1+2, or down forward 1, sorry. So yeah, just have good spacing with them, play him patient. Gamma Howl 3+4 has armor, but it's really slow on startup. But it can still be good to use against gaps, and then you can go for a throw punish, which I've done quite a bit playing Jack. So learning to use Gamma Howl well also will benefit you playing Jack. So that's it. I'm gonna have some ranked matches for you, quite a few of them. So get your notepad out and just study how I play Jack. And without further ado,
get ready for the next battle. Round 1. Fight. Round 2. Fight. Round 3. Fight. Round 4. Fight. Final round. Fight. Get ready for the next battle. Round 1. Fight. Round 2. Fight. Round 3. Fight. Round 4. Fight. Get ready for the next battle. Round 2. Fight. Round 3. Fight. Round 4. Fight. Final round. Fight. Get ready for the next battle. Round 1. Fight. Round 2. Fight. Round 3. Fight. Round 4. Fight. Get ready for the next battle. Round 1. Fight. Round 2. Fight. Round 3. Fight. Round 4. Fight. ready for the next battle. Round 1. Fight. Round 2. Fight. Round 3. Fight. Round 4. Fight. Final round. Fight. Get ready for the next battle.
アリサです。よろしくお願いします。すいません。倒してけれ。
Round
ありがとうご
1.
ざいます。
Fight. Round 2. Fight. Round 3. Fight.